Hello friends, I am Dr. Madhukar Jadhav in certification course on site surveying techniques. Today I am going to start with plane table surveying part 1. Content for these lectures are Introduction to plane table survey, Principle of plane table surveying, Accessories of plane table survey, Uses of plane table survey, and Advantages and disadvantages of plane table survey. So, starting with introduction, plane table surveying is simple, convenient and quick method of surveying. It is a graphical method of surveying in which fieldwork and plotting are done simultaneously, and such survey does not involve the use of field book. Plane table survey is mainly suitable for filling interior details when traversing is done by either with theodolite or with total station. Principle of plane table surveying is parallelism, meaning that the rays drawn from station to object on the paper or drawing are parallel to the lines from the station to the object on the ground. The relative positions of the object on the ground are represented by their plotted positions on the paper and lie on the representative rays. The table is always placed at each of the successive stations parallel to the position it occupied at the starting station. So, principle of plane tabling is very much important as far as plane table survey is concerned. Next one, accessories used with plane table survey. First one, drawing board or plane table. Plane table is a drawing board of size 750 mm by 600 mm and the board is made up of teak wood or pine wood. The top surface of the table is well leveled. The bottom surface consists of threaded circular plate for fixing the table on the tripod stand by means of a wing nut. So, this is the drawing board. The size is 750 mm by 600 mm, and whatever this top surface is there, it is made smooth, and at the bottom there is a arrangement to fix this table on the tripod stand. Second accessory is spirit level or bubble tube. Spirit level is a small metal tube containing small bubble of a spirit. The bubble is visible on the top along a graduated glass tube. The spirit level is meant for leveling the plane table. So, this is the spirit level, this is a metal box, and inside with there is a spirit bubble. So, with the help of this we can level the plane table. Next one, plane LED. So, in this figure the plane LED is shown, and in this figure the telescopic LED is shown. So, plane LED consists of metal or wooden ruler of length 50 centimeter. One of its edge is beveled and is known as fiducial edge. It consists of two vanes at two ends which are hinged with the ruler. One end is known as object vane and it carries the horsehair, and the other end is the straight vane and is provided with a slit for sighting the object. So, here these are the two vanes. One vane is called as object vane and another vane is called as sight vane. Telescopic LED. Telescopic LED consists of telescope which is used for inclined sights. This LED has no vanes at the ends but is provided with fiducial edge and the telescope. The function of the LED is to sight the object. The ray should be drawn along with the fiducial edge. So, here there is a fiducial edge, this is the telescope. Here there is an eyepiece and here there is an objective glass, and at the top there is a level tube. Next one, trough compass. The trough compass is a rectangular box made up of non-magnetic metal containing a magnetic needle pivoted at the center. This compass consists of D mark on both ends to locate the north and south direction. So here this is the non-metallic wooden box. At the center there is a pivot point, and at the top of the pivot point this magnetic needle is provided, and here at the two ends there is a graduated scale. So when we want to mark the north direction, the two ends of the magnetic needle should be on 0 marking of these graduations. Next one, U fork, or it is also called as a plumbing fork. Plumbing fork is a metal strip bent in a shape of letter U, having equal arm length. The top arm is pointed and the bottom arm carried a hook for suspending a plumb bob. This is meant for centering the table over a station. So this is the U fork. Here there is a pointer and here there is a hook which is used to attach the plumb bob. So with the help of this plumbing fork, we can transfer the ground point on the drawing sheet which is fixed on the drawing board, or we can transfer the point on the drawing sheet to the ground level. Next one is the uses of plane table survey. Compass survey cannot be carried out with success in industrial areas of the town. So in such areas, plane table survey will be the best alternative. Second use, for preparing plan on small and medium scale in which great accuracy is not required. Plane table proved to be speedy, easy and accurate for such a small areas. Next use, plane table can be used to plot the developed areas on the previously plotted plan of an existing area. Advantages of plane table survey. Map of the area is plotted in the field directly. That is, both field work and the plotting are done simultaneously. Next one, field notes of the measurements are not required and thus the error in booking are eliminated. So, field book is not required in plane table survey. The correctness of plotted work can be checked by check observations in the field itself. Office work is only finishing up of the drawing work. Next use, it is suitable in magnetic areas where we can't rely on the compass surveying. More work will be done in less time and with a lesser labor. Next use, it is less costly than other types of survey. Next one, it is most suitable for preparing small scale maps. Next use, the survey can be completed with rapidly, or we can say at a faster rate. And the last use is map can be prepared easily and does not require great skill to prepare plane table survey maps. Next one, disadvantages of plane table survey. Plane table is not suitable for work in wet climatic conditions or in rainy season or in places where high wind predominates. Second disadvantage, if the area to be surveyed is large, frequent changes in the size of drawing sheets are required, and that's why this is one of the disadvantages of plane table survey. Next one, if the sun is bright, plotting may be difficult due to the strain on the eyes. Next disadvantage, it is not very accurate for large scale survey as compared to compass survey, or we can say theodolite or total station survey. The instrument and accessories are heavy and cumbersome, and there may be chances of loss of any of the accessory of plane table. Next disadvantage, since the field notes are not maintained, it is inconvenient to calculate the quantities or replot the survey to a different scale if required. Next disadvantage, the plane tabling is not intended for accurate survey work or where more accuracy is required. Lastly, a procedure for setting up plane table over the station. So first one is the selection of station for setting up of plane table. Second one, setting up the plane table over the selected station. Under this, fixing the plane table on the tripod stand, leveling the plane table, then mounting the drawing sheet on the drawing table, centering the table and marking the north direction, and finally orientation of the table when we shift the table from station 1 to the station 2nd. When table is to be shifted for several stations, then orientation must be performed at every successive station. So these are the different steps when we want to perform the survey in particular area. So this is all about this lecture. Thank you.